Welcome to this Lash Lift and Tint tutorial with Lauren Beauty. Here are my client's lashes before the lash lift. Now we are going to add our under eye gel pads to hold down the bottom lashes. Make sure the lashes are clean from any product or makeup residue. You can clean the lashes with an oil-free lash cleanser if required. Move around and adjust the pads as needed to make sure all the bottom lashes are stuck down securely. You can gently use some tweezers to pop out any of the top lashes. Now we're going to place our chosen shields onto the top of the eyelid just above the lash line. Move them around until they are sitting straight above the lash line and are sitting comfortably. Now we're going to stick the lashes onto the shield. Dispense a small amount of glue onto the shield and then gently lift the lashes up onto the shield with your wire comb. Continue this process until you reach the inner corner of the eyelid. I'd recommend using both sides of the wire comb to press the lashes onto the shield with the glue and then comb through them so they are straight and separated. If you are finding it hard to stick the lashes onto the shield, sometimes it's worth waiting 30 seconds to a minute for the glue to get a little bit more tacky and sticky. Then you may find the process a lot easier. Take your time with this step, as how you stick the lashes and separate them onto the lash shield will determine the end result. Now I'm going to complete the same process on the other eye. Be sure to check the inner and outer corners of the lashes to make sure they are all stuck up onto the shield. Start your timer for the processing time of step 1. Now we're going to apply step 1, the lifting solution. This step softens and breaks down the bonds within the hair, allowing the lashes to become reshaped and remolded onto the lash shield. Apply the solution 2 mm above the lash line. Make sure you leave that slight gap. The solution should be thick and even on both sides. When the recommended processing time is complete, start to remove the product using a clean cotton tip and wiping onto a clean tissue or cotton pad. Throw away the used cotton tips, tissues and cotton pads immediately after use. Remove any remaining product with a clean cotton pad. Repeat the same process on the other eye. Remember to remove any excess product with a clean cotton tip and cotton pads. Before we apply step 2, we need to make sure that all the lashes are still stuck up onto the shields. You will do this by applying a little bit more of the lash lift glue onto the lashes and then pressing the lashes onto the shields with your wire comb or cotton tip. Start your timer for the processing time of step 2. Apply step 2 the same way you would as step 1. Step 2 is a setting solution. This step reforms the hair bonds into their new shape. Remember to leave a 2 mm gap between the lash line and the product. You can use the clean side of your cotton tip to clean up any areas where the product may have spread. Now leave the product to process for the required processing time. After the processing time is complete, remove the product from the eye you first started applying the product to. Now remove the product from the other eye. Now we are going to do step 3, the tinting. Remove the under eye pads, then gently apply your barrier cream to the under eyes. This is to prevent any tint from staining the skin. Now you can reapply your under eye pads, making sure that the bottom lashes are popping out over the pads so they can be tinted also. You can gently use a clean micro tip to reveal any of the bottom lashes that may still be stuck underneath the pad. Start your timer, now apply your tint. Apply the tint first to the upper lashes, making sure you tint all the way from the root to the tip. Once you've done both eyes, you can then apply the tint to the bottom lashes. The tint colour I'm using here is a blue-black mixed with black. This colour gives more depth and will last longer. Use a clean cotton tip to remove any excess tint from the waterline or the skin. Now apply the tint to the bottom lashes. Be careful not to get any tint too close to the eye, as this can cause stinging and irritation. Leave the lash tint on for about a total of 5 minutes. As the lash cuticle has been opened on the top lashes, the tint does develop faster than normal. After the developed time, we're going to remove the tint with clean dry cotton tips. Now remove the tint from the bottom lashes with clean dry cotton tips. Repeat the same process on the other eye. Now we are going to use wet cotton tips to remove the remaining tint and lift the lashes off the lash shields. Do this by gently moving back and forth with your cotton tip until the lashes are lifted and unstuck from the shield. Redip your cotton tip in water if required, as the lashes will only unstick when they are in contact with water. Repeat the same process on the other eye. Now use damp cotton pads to remove the excess glue and tint. Once all the lashes are unstuck from the lash shields, gently remove the shields from the eyelids. Continue with the cleaning process by using again damp cotton pads to remove the excess tint and glue from around the lashes. Now again go in with your damp cotton tips to remove the remaining glue and tint from in and around the lashes. Repeat the same process on the other eye until both eyes are completely free from any excess glue or tint. Use a lash brush after you've removed all the excess product to fluff up the lashes. Now remove your under eye gel pads and use damp cotton pads to remove any of the excess barrier cream from underneath the eyes. You You can also use clean cotton tips to remove any of the excess from right under the lash line. I like to go in with a clean micro tip to double check all excess product has been removed. Finish off by applying some castor oil to nourish the lashes, and use a lash fan to help fluff up the lashes and dry the eye area. Use a cotton pad and cotton tips to remove any excess once the eyes are open. Now here are my client's lashes before the lash lift and tint, and here is the beautiful result after the lash lift and tint treatment. Be sure to tell your client of all the appropriate aftercare so they get the best longevity out of their lash lift. I hope you enjoyed watching this lash lift and tint tutorial with Lauren Beauty.